everyone, welcome to tonight's Big Brother Canada chat.
Oh, hi, episode 8.
Yes, and it's eviction night, but it's also POV night because last night's episode, I tried to say night and time at the same time.
It's toy.
Yes, last night's episode was a cliffhanger. They cut it off before the POV ceremony.
Really trying to manufacture the drama.
I mean, there was drama this week. They didn't have to try very hard.
Yes, but this episode, let me just preface this by saying this episode was so much unnecessary drama fluff.
I will say,
Druff.
I was fine with the to be continued for last night.
Yeah.
Doing the POV tonight, that's fine. It's great. It's dandy. It's wonderful. But then I just felt like there was too much campaign chat when I wanted to see eviction and at least start the HOH.
Yeah.
We didn't even get to see what the HOH competition was. I mean,
No.
that eviction was like last 3 minutes, you out of here, get out. So
they barely had enough time to let them hit the door on their butts on the way out.
Well, going into tonight's episode, we know that Zach won the power veto, and he would like to see Rob go up on the block. But was Dan going to follow through? So
yeah, because Zach doesn't pick the replacement.
Right.
Dan does.
But because Dan is HOH, Zach picks the replacement.
Yeah.
I was waiting for him to just stand up there still after the veto was used and be like, okay, so I've chosen to nominate. But anyway, first we get to see 30 minutes leading up to the ceremony.
No freaking way do I believe that they haven't decided who's going up there. 30 minutes.
I think they knew. It's just Zach was giving out instructions. He told Dan, listen, this is what's going to happen.
Dan said, am I still doing what you want me to do? Are you still making me put Rob up on the block as a replacement?
Yeah, but he's going to add insult to injury because Zach wants Dan and Ty to
break the news to them.
Yeah, to let Rob know before the ceremony that he's going up.
I'd do it, but I don't want it to be too obvious, that it was my idea.
Yeah, Zach knows that he's already taking heat. I mean, there was that big Vanessa blow up and everything.
Yeah.
People are onto his gameplay. So he's like, okay, you guys are going to tell him, not me. Like, I can't be there. And they, went along with it. What?
Yeah, so they wait for Rob to go into the friggin' storage room, and they run in there like two freaks, and Dan runs right up to his face and is like, I just want to let you know, you're going to go up on the block, yeah, you're going to go up on the block.
So Rob is like, okay, can I give you a rebuttal here? And then he starts saying like, yo, Zach is running this game. We cannot let him do this. Don't do his dirty work. What are you doing?
This was my decision, I think.
It just kills me because there was even a diary room in this episode where Dan was like, I'm pretty sure I'm getting played by Zach, but
that's okay.
I'm going to go with this anyway.
I feel like Dan, unfortunately, is a toady. He's one of those guys who wants to hang out with the popular guys, with the big fellas. And he's always getting passed over, and he's waiting for his chance, and he'll do anything to hang out with the big guys.
That reminds me of A Christmas Story. You have the villain, Scott Farkas.
Yeah.
But then you have the little guy.
The toady.
Yeah, that goes around with him. And
that's Dan.
That's Dan. He's not.
Dan's the toady.
He's not thinking for himself.
Which really sucks, because Dan looks like a real cool guy.
He seems like a really nice guy, but not good at this game. That's for sure.
No.
All right, so they have the POV ceremony.
Dan's a snake.
Well, Zach decides to use the veto on Hope as planned. Mm-hmm. And then Dan puts Rob on the block. And a lot of people were surprised because they did not know that this move was coming.
They didn't know.
So
they didn't know the gun was loaded.
Yeah. Dan's reasoning was, Rob, with the blow up and everything, you make a lot of drama in this house and it negatively affects the house. If that was the real reason, wouldn't Vanessa be the one going up? Or Zach?
Yeah.
But no, it was Rob, and that was kind of the BS excuse that was used.
Right. So Santina's all like, oh, Rob, I'm sorry that you're up on the block. Dan... He just did whatever Zach wanted him to do, and I'm gonna avenge that for you, and I'm gonna campaign for you. I'm not gonna
and she
let
did
you go home. Yeah, she did.
She put in a lot of work
She
for
put in the
Rob this
She
week.
put in the hours. She put in the steps. She
Much
must have
to-
gotten 10 to 20,000 steps per day.
It really hurt her own game, though, because people
Mm-hmm.
are not happy with her, Renee, for campaigning for Rob to stay. I mean, a bunch of people are not happy
She
with her.
betrayed the girls, and she betrayed the guys.
So now she's kind of like in a weird spot.
Lonely Island. Yeah. So the girls are really excited. They're dancing around because they're like, oh, Rob's a bigger target than Renee.
The wrong guy is going, though. They're like, yay, guy's going. He's a big competitor. He was going to help
would've
you
helped
fight
you.
the other guys.
He would have helped you far more than Renee would have ever helped.
And that's coming from 2 Renee fans.
Exactly. All right, so Jonathan's pissed. This was his ride or die.
That's his boy.
He was going to go to the end, right to the end. He's no longer working with Zach and Ty now, though.
Yeah,
He's disgusted.
That guys' alliance that he kept saying wasn't a thing is now not a thing. He's done with it. It's over.
Rob is conducting his business. Not Rob. Zach is conducting his business in the shadow land, and Jonathan doesn't do that. He's a stand-up guy.
Yeah.
And he's not playing the game like that, and it's all going to change right here and now. He's never working with them again.
I feel like the way that Jonathan talks to the cameras, it's like he's in a movie. Like, I don't know. Where he's like, I knew it would happen. Write it down.
And I did.
Yeah.
Said Madrosed D, write it down. I really felt like he was talking to me.
Yeah.
Right.
I feel like, he knew that this boys group was not going to last forever, but he did not expect it to blow up this early in the game.
Yeah. This was early. They turned on each other early.
They did.
They usually don't
Which I'm fine with.
Good TV.
Yeah.
They usually don't turn on each other until, like, at least jury.
Later on, yeah.
Yeah. All right, so Santina, Rob, and Jonathan.
Ooh, they're getting all fired up.
Let's take out Zach. He who should not be named. He was like freaking Voldemort in this episode. Every time that Rob was campaigning to somebody, he never mentioned Zach by name.
Which was weird. Like, everybody
There's
knows
a
who you're
force
talking
in
about.
this house.
Just say who you're talking about. I mean, really, what do you have to lose at this point?
Yeah, really. You're on the freaking block.
Yeah.
You're either going to make it or you don't.
Yeah. Well, Santina was like, I'm going to pretend that I'm good with Zach, but if I win HOH again, I'm going for him. I'm going after him.
Yeah.
I gotta say, Santina did not do a good job of fooling Zach this week because he knows that
knew.
something's up.
There's definitely gonna be a battle between Santina and Zach.
Oh, yeah.
This week, coming up.
Yeah, depending on who wins this next HOH, those
Yes.
two are gonna be.
So Rob has a chat with Hope, and we know Hope is tight with Renee.
Right. He's in a tough spot.
And we know that Hope has been telling Renee that he was gonna vote for Rob to go.
Mm-hmm.
Because he thinks she's pretty fun. But I think Hope is gonna vote for Rob.
Mm-hmm.
So
You were
we'll see
correct.
I was correct. So he was just blowing smoke up Renee's ass.
Yeah.
And when that all shakes out, I wonder how that's going to affect things.
I wonder, though, if he would own up to that vote or if he's going to keep it on the down low and never reveal it
Or
to
is he going to
Renee.
say, you know what, I wanted to give my boy a pity vote.
Could be.
You know?
Could be.
But you had the vote, so who cares? No harm, no foul.
Mm.
All right, so Rob and Daniel, he's trying to campaign to Daniel.
Daniel is a key voter here. Daniel,
Yes.
Koozie, and Anika have become this, like, voting block right in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
You got the guys on the other side. You got, like, the girls on one
They're
side.
the scraps.
Yeah. So, Daniel, Koozie, and Anika, very important to get their votes this week.
And we still don't know, well, we know where they are, where they stand now, but it's like, I feel like Daniel is just having his quinceañera, and he's getting...
Quinceañera?
He's getting out into society, and Zach is telling him he's pretty, and Rob is telling him he's pretty, and they all want to dance with him at the big quinceañera. But Daniel is distracted by the pretty lights.
I feel like Daniel is falling into Zach's trap a little bit.
Yeah.
And that is worrisome. Because Daniel sees what's going on, and
Have
yet
you
he's
seen
still
what
falling.
a bad dancer Zach is?
I have seen it. But he's still falling for Zach's used car salesman charisma. Daniel, wake up! But anyway, Rob is trying to tell him.
That's kind of you.
I
He's
know.
more of a lounge lizard.
All right. Well, Rob is trying to tell Daniel, Zach is running this house. We can't let this happen. And
Without saying Zach.
Right, of course.
This dark force in the house is taking over, and it's time to start playing, Daniel.
Well, Daniel knows he needs to talk to Koozie about this.
Because, he needs somebody to keep him in check and say, you know what, no, this isn't good.
Well,
too far.
Koozie's usually the voice of reason here, all like, snap out of it!
Yeah. Like in Moonstruck. Yeah.
Right, but this trio of Daniel, Koozie, and Anika, they're not really sure what to do. They're back and forth about it. I will say a few days ago, it really did seem like they were going to vote to keep Rob.
Well, they did show that clip from a few days ago where they had just listened to
I'm
Jonathan.
sold. Yeah.
And they were like, we're going to keep Rob. So,
what happened? I think they chickened out.
What happened?
I think they chickened out.
Yeah.
I think Zach put in some more work with Daniel. And I think...
Anika?
Yeah, and I think they chickened out.
That really sucks.
Mm-hmm. Well, anyway, we saw Vanessa and Zach get into it last night. And it was Zach who pulled Vanessa aside to chat, right? He kind of wanted to make amends with her.
He said, sorry, it got personal. Let's go watch Degrassi.
Yeah. Well, they were talking about how I guess they have similar personalities, so that's why they're butting heads. Let's see some more of that.
This was such...
After school lunch special?
Yeah.
That's the vibe that I was getting.
Sorry, I popped off. Let's hug it out. You know? Oh, I'm so emotional. I'm sorry. You have to acknowledge my feelings. I tolerate you now.
We'll see what they're saying next week. When it's a fresh week, new person in power. We'll see what happens.
All right, let's talk about Wendys, the sponsor.
Oh, I feel like this was not a good time for this segment. On a Thursday night? What?
On a Thursday night, when all you're giving us is filler, you give us more filler?
Save it for Tuesday!
Yeah, that's a good Tuesday thing.
Well, they said tonight, and it has to be tonight.
They flashed the Wendy's points qualifications so quickly, I have no idea.
Yeah.
What, do you fart and you get a point? I don't know.
No, it was if you survive the block, if you win a competition, if you, I don't know, maybe if you're on the right side of the vote or something. I'm not really sure. I guess that wouldn't make sense because it would give away stuff. But I don't know. We don't know what these points are for yet, but now the house guests know how they can earn them.
Right. So Koozie was in the lead, not even knowing how to do anything. And Anika was last. I wonder why. All right. So let's tear apart the house, kids. There's hidden cards with Wendy's point values on them.
Ooh.
It's like that McDonald's game that was a sham.
The Monopoly one?
Yeah.
So there were 15,000 Wendy's points up
Woo!
for grabs.
Wonderful.
So they gave them 5 minutes.
They tore the ass out of that house. Who's going to clean this up, Canada?
You know those house guests are.
You sending the Wendy's people in to clean up this mess? Hell
House guests are, or they're going to get punished.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I want to see a good punishment.
I'm sure there will be one this season. There's usually at least one, right?
Lock up the fridge or...
You know it's coming.
Put on your hazmat suits and clean the shower out with all of the Sasquatch hair.
No.
That was America, by the way.
Yeah. Well, anyway, they had 5 minutes to run around, and that was that. We've got new leaders.
Toadie's in the lead. Dan S.
I think I said Totie. I was like, who's Totie?
Toadie.
Okay.
Zach's little Toadie.
Little Toadie.
Yeah, he's not that cool. All right, so Renee and Daniel have a chat.
Okay.
I have to say...
This was not good.
This was not a good move on Renee's part.
No.
But
her
in the
campaigning
end,
was not great.
It was. But it's like... We all know there's a big move in the house this week, and whose move is this? If that were the case, if you were saying that Zach had done this move, wouldn't you want to go against him if you were Daniel?
Yeah.
Because you don't want to do Zach's dirty work for him? Or maybe he does. I don't know.
I don't know. I hope Renee is not planning on being a trial lawyer. do contracts and stuff.
Yeah.
She was not making great arguments here.
A great campaign at all.
Renee was saying that she's really hoping that the girls can get together and Daniel can join them. They can all work together happily.
And he wants to be in the girl squad. I think more than anything, he wants to be in the girl squad. So I think
he wants to be in a squad, whoever it is. He wants to be a part of something. And I can't blame him.
But I mean, he's being courted by both sides.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a bad spot to be if you can handle it and juggle.
He can't. He cannot.
Yeah.
All right, so we're down to...
Jonathan is getting in the mix. He is trying to campaign for his boy, Rob.
Now, this was days ago.
Yeah, this is the conversation that we were referring to earlier.
Yeah, and he put up a pretty good argument.
Yeah.
Rob's not a dictator. He's a stand-up guy. We
gotta keep him around so we can all go after Zach together.
Yes, let's do it. Mm-hmm. And then he walks out of the room, and I'm pretty sure they changed their minds.
Well, no, they were like, "Oh, I'm sold now. I want to keep Rob." So I don't know what happened in between that conversation
they changed their minds.
and the eviction vote, but I think they just kind of like chickened out.
Yeah, it's really sad. They really peed out.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
So then Zach pulls Jonathan aside. Just for quick 5. Can I get a quick 5 with you?
On the freaking stairs.
Yeah, they didn't even go into a separate room to talk. So it was in front of people. I just want
to clarify what was said. If you're using my name in the house,
right? Because there was a rumor going around that Zach had told Jonathan he should distance himself from Rob.
Right.
And Zach is like, I never told you that. I was just saying that I felt I wanted to distance myself from the situation.
Come on, big brother. We want to see some receipts here. They should have pulled up the receipts. That would have been nice instead of the stupid Wendys thing.
Oh, please. Now we're never getting a Wendy's sponsor.
Never. We don't want them anyway. They don't have any vegan food.
No, they don't. But anyway, it was super awkward because this was in front of everyone.
Yeah.
And everyone again was just like, oh, Zach getting more drama.
People on the freaking handrails like little toddlers in a playpen.
What's going on out there?
Wah.
Yeah.
All right, so Anika and Ty, she's saying that she does not trust Zach.
Yeah, because she knows that Zach wants Rob out this week, and Ty's like, well, what are you thinking? And she's like, I don't trust Zach. I don't know that I want to do
I don't know that I can get rid of Rob.
Mm-hmm.
What should I do?
And Ty is feeling the heat because Zach is his number one.
Mm-hmm. And then Zach confronts Santina and is like, what are you, stupid? What are you doing stupid stuff for?
I mean, again, because
why are you voting to keep Rob? Why are you campaigning for him?
It was well known that she was going around and campaigning for Rob to stay this week, and Zach is not happy about it.
And then she said, well, if you were on the block and going home, I'd give you a vote too.
But she said, yeah, I'm keeping Rob.
I'm keeping my baby. All right, so Daniel, Anika, and Koozie, they know they control the vote.
Yeah, I mean, they are swing votes this week.
They are the swing votes. And Daniel wants to see the boys crumble and work with the girls, except that if Rob goes, the boys have already crumbled that crumble. You getting rid of Rob.
There's going to be a new boys group.
Is there?
Ty and Zach versus Jonathan and Hope. They're not all working together, but they're still
think
boy squads.
Hope is enough of a force to go up against Ty and Zach.
I mean, and Jonathan.
I know, but Hope
and Santina.
All right, well, maybe Santina and
Santina
Rob.
likes to think of herself
Not Rob,
as one of the
and
guys.
Jonathan. Well, she is. They told her she was. Said, hey, you're one of the guys.
Yeah, so I don't know. It's going to be interesting.
All right, so it's time for Arissa to check in.
Okay. Let's get some nominee speeches.
Renee says, I've been on the block my whole life in this game pretty much. I'm a block star, so keep me and we'll go against whatever.
Okay.
And Rob said, without mentioning Zach, that, there's dark forces
there's
in the house.
There's a looming force haunting the HOH room.
We can make our own decisions. We're not potatoes. We're not this. We're not pillars.
I liked the speech, but again, I feel like he could have named Zach.
Yeah.
And not just
He's not
ambiguous.
Voldemort.
Just say his name.
Exactly. He's giving him even more power by not saying his name. So the vote went down, and we were screaming at
Well,
the
you
TV.
were.
I was screaming at the TV. The dog got upset.
But
went
it's okay.
in his bed and wouldn't come out because I was so upset that Rob was evicted by a vote of 7-4.
Damn, they could have done it. But Daniel, Koozie, and Anika were like, nah. So I just want to mention, too, Vanessa did vote out Renee. And Hope also voted out Renee. Which is wild, because she is, like, so loyal to him.
Yeah.
Oof. That's brutal.
Yep. Okay. Wasn't that funny, though, when in that clip from the Digital Daily, when he was like, if I was really playing the game, I'd vote you out?
I guess he's really playing the game.
I guess he's playing.
Yeah. So on his way out, Roberto did this little, like, secret handshake with Hope.
Bleep, 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 whip.
He, had kind of like yeah. He had almost like a showman's exit moment.
With Santina.
Excuse me. With Santina, yeah.
It was real.
Somebody on Twitter said that he was like, oh, find me when you get out of here. I did not hear that personally, but that's also because I have a hard time hearing this show when it's on and we can't go back.
It seemed like they were pretty cozy leading up to the vote.
You know, Shanae was like, so I don't know, maybe there's something there.
She did say she felt like a potato next to Santina.
Santina and Rob did seem to have some chemistry there.
They did.
Yeah.
You know, whatever. Good for them.
Sure.
I wish you love and light.
All right. Well, then it was time for Rob's interview with Arissa.
Okay.
And Arissa even called him out, like, why do you keep not mentioning Zach's name?
Yeah. And he didn't say.
Come on now.
So he's hurt. He's shocked that this happened so quickly in the game.
Especially since Dan told him after he won HOH that he was going to be safe this week.
WTF, Toady.
Yeah.
All right, so he tried his best to convince people that Zach is playing the house. Yes, he said Zach. Finally, after Arissa forced him to.
Yes. I mean, I think most people acknowledge at this point that Zach is running the house, but I guess they felt like they didn't need Rob in there to help them go after Zach.
Only they did.
I think they're just hoping that they can win competitions on their own and take care of business, you know?
Who do you want to see win the HOH?
I don't know. We didn't even get to see a screenshot of what the competition was going to be. It'd be kind of fun if Renee won, but also, I don't know, Jonathan would be great. Vanessa would be great.
Even Santina at this point.
Are we really hoping for Santina HOH? Possibly.
Yeah.
I never thought that we'd be here, but we are.
I don't want to see Claire.
Who's Claire?
Claudia.
I don't want to see Claudia either because Ty has too much influence over her.
Exactly.
Sorry,
I don't want to
Claudia.
see her win. I don't want to see Ty or Zach win. I don't even want to see Shania win.
Yeah,
I can't
Shania,
trust her.
I can't trust her. Can't trust you.
Hell no.
But yeah, also we found out that there is a safety vote this week, Bel Air Direct. So,
who are you going to vote for safety?
Yeah, let us know in the comments.
Who are you going to vote for safety?
I don't know. Of course I want to protect Koozie, but I feel like she doesn't need it right now.
I don't think she needs it.
Part of me says Renee, just because I don't want to see her on the block again.
I'm going to say Jonathan.
Yeah, you know what? I think Jonathan, because he could be in danger depending on who wins.
He could be in danger.
And I don't want to see him go.
What if, God forbid, Zach wins HOH?
Nah! That would be terrible.
That's going to be a real S show.
Yes. So.
All right, that's where we're at.
So let us know your thoughts in the comments.
Hopefully we'll know tomorrow. Oh, there's also Uncut Diary.
Oh, yeah. I
Diary
guess
session.
A few hours ago, they put up some Uncut Diary Room sessions, which are very much in the style of Big Brother Over the Top. They have a card with questions they want them to answer. So
do I read the question first?
We will be watching those tomorrow, and we should be discussing those in our next...
Those will be in the Digital Daily update.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. So if you're interested in that, go watch that, and then we'll talk about that in tomorrow's stream. So
okay.
You have a homework assignment.
Thanks, everybody, so much for watching. And until next time,
much love. Bye.